The sun peeked through the curtains of a modest house on a quiet street. Inside, silence lasted exactly 3 seconds. Juju sat cross-legged on the living room floor, surrounded by alphabet blocks arranged not in words, but in equations. "Papa, if time is relative, then why does breakfast always feel late?" Mr. Sheryar, tying his tie, froze for half a second. "That's a very good question, Juju." From the couch, a golden-brown dog stretched and yawned. "He's been like this since 5 a.m. He calculated the number of dust particles in the sunlight. A sleek black and white cat sat on the windowsill, tail flicking, and he was wrong by exactly 3 particles. Mr. Sheryar glanced at the pets. To anyone else, it would have looked like a normal dog and cat. To him and Juju, it was a full-blown conversation. Let him be wrong sometimes, Witty. "I wasn't wrong." The particles moved. Witty's eyes narrowed, glowing faintly even in daylight. "This child worries me." As Juju stacked his blocks into a perfect fractal spiral, Mr. Sheryar felt it. A pressure, a distant panic. His eyes unfocused for just a moment. A sharp mental image flashed. Metal screeching, fear, a child crying somewhere down the street. His fingers twitched. The air around him vibrated ever so slightly. Molly, trouble, big trouble, 2 miles away. A bus, brakes failed. Juju, probability of casualties, high. "Papa." Mr. Sheryar closed his eyes. "Stay here." He focused. No one saw it. No one felt it. But far away, the runaway bus slowed, as if grabbed by invisible hands. Metal groaned. Tires screamed. The bus stopped inches from disaster. Mr. Sheryar exhaled. The house was quiet again. Juju toddled over and hugged his father's leg. "You used your mind again, didn't you?" Mr. Sheryar stiffened. "Juju, we don't talk about that." "Juju, I know. Secrets are safest when shared only with those who understand." Molly patted over, tail wagging, and those with excellent hearing and sniffing skills. Woody jumped down, claws lightly scratching the floor. "And those who can dig through anything if the secret gets buried." Mr. Sheryar chuckled despite himself. "You 3 are going to be the end of me." Outside, unseen by them, a black van paused briefly at the corner of the street. Inside it, a man checked a tablet. Unexplained energy spike detected again. Same location. The van drove away. Back inside, Juju stacked his blocks into the shape of an eye. "Papa, someone is watching." Mr. Sheryar's smile faded. He placed a protective hand on Juju's head. "Then it's a good thing we're not ordinary." Molly growled softly. Woody's claws extended, slicing cleanly through the wooden floor, effortless. The quiet house was awake now.
The house slept, but not really. Moonlight spilled across the hallway as Juju sat awake in his crib, wide-eyed, listening. "Juju, Molly, Witty, they're outside." From the living room, Molly lifted her head instantly. "Molly." 3 men, holding metal sticks that hum, smell like fear and coffee. Witty's pupils expanded, swallowing the moonlight. "Witty, I see them. Hiding poorly. Humans are terrible at darkness." Mr. Sheryar stood silently at Juju's door, having heard nothing with his ears, but everything with his mind. His jaw tightened. "Mr. Sheryar, everyone stay calm. No one leaves this house." Outside, a device beeped softly. Man number 1, energy readings confirmed. Same spike as before. Man number 2, thought you said this place was normal. Before the sentence finished, crack. The device shattered in his hands, crushed by an invisible force. The men froze. Inside the house, Mr. Sheryar's eyes glowed faintly, just for a second. "Mr. Sheryar, I warned myself not to use it, but you knocked." A window creaked open. Witty dropped silently onto the grass below, claws gleaming. "Witty, time for a lesson." He slashed the ground. Asterisk, not the men asterisk, digging a trench so deep and fast that the agent stumbled and fell backward. Man number 3. "What the? This isn't possible." Molly stood at the door, nose twitching. "Molly, backup incoming. For vehicles. 7 minutes." "Juju." "Papa, escalation probability rising. Suggest minimal exposure." Mr. Sheryar closed his eyes and extended his hand, just slightly. The men felt it. A crushing weight. Not painful, just overwhelming. They collapsed, unconscious, as if sleep itself had grabbed them. Silence returned. Witty leapt back inside through the window, brushing dirt off his paws. "Witty, I barely warmed up. Molly sighed. Molly, I hate humans who don't ask permission. Juju looked up at his father, eyes thoughtful. Juju, they know now. Mr. Sheryar knelt, meeting his son's gaze. Mr. Sheryar, yes. Which means we move. And we prepare. Juju, good. I've already designed 3 contingency plans. Mr. Sheryar blinked. Mr. Sheryar, 3? Juju, actually 5. But 2 involve rockets. In an underground facility, screens flickered to life. A woman in a white coat stared at the footage, distorted, incomplete, but enough. Dr. Virex, a telekinetic event, and something else. She leaned closer. Dr. Virex, a child. She smiled. Dr. Virex, prepare Project Axiom. We're going hunting.
Fog wrapped the mountain like a secret refusing to be told. The old observatory doors creaked open as Mr. Sheryar pushed them gently. Dust floated in the air, glowing under the cracked dome where a giant telescope slept. Molly, this place hasn't been touched in years, but underneath, there's new metal. Witty, underground levels, reinforced. Someone planned this place. Juju stepped forward, tiny shoes echoing too loudly for a child his age. Juju, it was designed for looking outward, but modified for hiding inward. Mr. Sheryar looked at his son with a mix of pride and fear. Mr. Sheryar, let's hope it stays hidden. Deep underground, lights hummed in perfect synchronization. Dr. Alara Virex stood before a massive circular screen. Data streamed endlessly, brainwaves, energy signatures, neural anomalies. Dr. Virex, show me the child again. An assistant tapped a console. Juju's image appeared, laughing, stacking blocks. Assistant, he's 3. Intelligence markers exceed any known model. Dr. Virex, no augmentation, no training, no intervention. She leaned closer. Dr. Virex, he's what my child should have been allowed to become. The room fell silent. Dr. Virex, deploy the Seekers. Non-lethal. I want him aware. Rain began to fall. Molly's ears snapped upright. Molly, they're here. Quiet. Too quiet. Witty's claws slid out, slicing effortlessly into stone as he anchored himself. Witty, 8 of them, surrounding us. Mr. Sheryar closed his eyes, centering himself. Mr. Sheryar, I'll handle this. Juju grabbed his father's sleeve. Juju, no. This time, let me try. Mr. Sheryar froze. Mr. Sheryar. Juju, you don't know what opening your mind, Juju. I do. I've been listening to it my whole life. Silence. Then, footsteps. Dark figures emerged from the rain. Faces hidden, weapons humming with energy. Seeker leader, step away from the child. Juju stepped forward. Just one step. The rain stopped. Every drop froze midair, trembling, not held by force, but by thought. The Seekers gasped. Seeker leader, what is this? Juju tilted his head, curious. Juju, I'm not moving the world. The ground beneath the Seekers vibrated gently. Juju, I'm showing it a better idea. Their weapons powered down. Visors flickered. Heart rate spiked, not from pain, but confusion. One by one, they dropped to their knees. Seeker, I can't remember why I'm here. Mr. Sheryar stared, stunned. Mr. Sheryar, Juju blinked. The rain fell again. The Seekers collapsed unconscious, unharmed. Juju swayed, and Mr. Sheryar caught him instantly. Juju, it's loud in there, Papa. Back at Project Axiom, alarms blared. Screens replayed the frozen rain in slow motion. Dr. Virex's breath caught. Dr. Virex, he didn't dominate them, she smiled, eyes shining. Dr. Virex, he reasoned with reality. An assistant looked uneasy. Assistant, ma'am, what do we do? Dr. Virex turned decisive. Dr. Virex, we don't hunt him anymore. She paused. Dr. Virex, we prepare him. Inside the observatory, Juju slept peacefully in his father's arms. Molly lay guard at the door. Molly, he's still just a puppy, you know. Witty sat near the window, claws retracting. Witty, yes, but one day he'll decide what kind of world deserves him. Mr. Sheryar looked down at his son, fear and love warring in his chest. Mr. Sheryar, I will never let them turn you into a weapon. Juju smiled in his sleep. Juju, I don't want to be a weapon, a beat. Juju, I want to be a solution.